All right, I think we're live and we are going and we are on YouTube. And this is Weather Present. And I'm Aaron Shower, looking at the wrong place again, here to talk about what's going on in Rogers and Bentonville, Arkansas. Now, I'm going to talk about, I've done this for Fayetteville, and I'm going to talk about what we're doing here. This is a beta test, and what I'm trying to do is give you a more hyper-local weather forecast. In other words, as opposed to what you might see on your broadcast television or on your apps or something like that. Well, it's more in depth than your apps, of course. So is your local television, and they're great and have lots of resources that are very expensive and spend a lot of time, and they go to school and they're smart. I'm a mere weather enthusiast who has the time to talk about just what's going on in your city. And the way that's different than a broadcaster is they have to talk about the whole coverage area in a short amount of time because they have to get on to other programming that you might find more interesting than this. So I understand that. But what it is this is based on the old saying, if I want to know what the weather's like, I can just look out the window. And that's what I'm going to tell you. And what this does is this gives you the information. I think about my business, and sometimes we want to open the door, sometimes we want to close the door. And is the rain coming or is it not? Is it too warm right now? And the apps and stuff that we look at, we may not have time to catch a broadcast. The apps and stuff that we look at may not give us enough detailed information about whether we should do something like that right now. But what we're going to be able to do here is you can come here, like, subscribe, stuff like that, know what is happening right now. Is it raining right now, right where I am? When it does rain, if it ever rains again, we'll be here to do that and be there to tell you that. So, first of all, I'm just going to make sure we are live. Because this is all new to me. We are beta testing right now. And it looks like we are. So we're just going to roll with that and just move on into the Bentonville and Rogers. And you're saying, well, Bentonville isn't Rogers and Rogers isn't Bentonville. Yes, I know. But we're going to have to do it this way for now. Hey, let's take a look outside. All you have to do is stick your head out the window. Courtesy of the Arkansas Department of Transportation, we have the RDOT cameras that they have along the I-49 there. The I-49, the 49. We're going California style right now. We're going to call it the 49. They're on the 49 looking south from about the, would be the Walnut exit there, or 71B. I'm sorry, New Hope. We're looking south to the Pinnacle Hills area, and there's the Embassy Suites there and the Mercy Hospital there on the left. And, of course, we're a little past rush hour. You say, you're too late on rush hour for the traffic. Well, okay, yeah, fair point. Fair point. But look up in the sky. Blue, beautiful, clear skies. Let's confirm that. Let's see what's going on. Let's take a look at our radar. There, Bentonville. Yes, no rain. Over here in Rogers, we don't have any rain. In fact, if we want to find rain, I can start zooming out here. This radar is coming from the National Weather Service. We've got some up in Nebraska. There's something going on up there. So quite a bit of ways. There's some stuff going on in the Gulf of Mexico. And then we're going to come back and just talk about Bentonville and Rogers. And it's not, we're not going to talk about the ins and outs of weather. We're just going to look at what's going on right now. So what's the temperature? For the National Weather Service, I got 68 degrees Fahrenheit or 20 degrees Celsius right now, and this is on September 15th at 9:41 a.m. The weather present. This is in Rogers at the Rogers Executive Airport. Oh, I'm surprised they even let me look at the temperature. Well, we're getting the good temperatures coming out of the Executive Airport in Rogers, and I don't know if I'm going to do voices. I'm not committing to the voices. I'm not committing to anything. I'm not committing to the voices. I might do voices. Maybe we'll do some more voices. But let's go back to this. And you can look today. We're looking at hitting maybe 85 degrees. It could be 84. It could be 87. If you're used to using apps, we know that there can be, a range of temperatures we might hit. And also, if you're inside and the nice air conditioning, it doesn't matter. And then a low of 60, a high of 86 on Friday. Saturday we get a little warmer, and so there is supposed to be. They say, I'm not saying this. The forecasters say that there could be a warming trend, and into the weekend, into where we're getting into summer-like weather. And I know on Saturday we have the game here, so it could be a little warm out there at the game. Right now, it's kind of that question. If you're headed out early in the morning, and this will be true for the next few days, and it has been true for the past few days. So weather future, weather past. Why is this going on at weather present? Well, it's because we're going to be dealing with these conditions for a few days, and probably after a little warm streak, it is fall, and this is what happens in fall in Arkansas, specifically, especially here in Bentonville and Rogers, which we're focused on right now, even though they're totally different places. There's no rain. You're gonna wake up and you're gonna feel chilly, and then later on you're gonna feel hot. So it's this thing. My recommendation is, unless you have a good place to stash stuff, just deal with it in the morning. I go out in my shorts and t-shirt in the morning, and I know later on I'm going to be wanting shorts and t-shirt because it's going to get hot. I mean, it's up to you. It's totally up to you. It's going to get hot later on in the afternoon, and then what am I going to do with my cardigan or my sweater? Am I going to have to tie it around my waist, tie it around my neck? Maybe at the Rogers Executive. Let's not do that. I don't like that one. Maybe at the Rogers Executive Airport, I might tie my sweater around my weather sweater around my neck. Okay. What are some other things we can look at here? I'm just scrolling up here. Let's take. Let's go back and make sure there hasn't. Yeah, we're fine. Traffic's moving there. If you happen to be driving right now, maybe for those who are working at home, like I am working, air quotes, from home, I'm having fun. Weather enthusiasts, again, subscribe, like. This is Weather Present. It's weather talk. It's weather gossip. This little thing here is coming to courtesy of a radar scope. I asked for permission to use this. They told me that I could, so long as I attributed that, and I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that right now. Again, I'm learning how to use this stuff. Courtesy of radar scope. There it is. So you're looking at, now I can zoom in up here into Rogers. There is no rain there. Bentonville, no rain there. Going back out, no rain anywhere near you. So the story of today, the forecast, the weather talk, the weather gossip of today is, guys, there's no rain. And what they are saying, not me, I'm not a forecaster, I'm not a meteorologist, I'm merely a weather enthusiast. It's gossip. It's the hubbub. It's the scuttlebutt about the weather. And this is the scuttlebutt. What they're saying right now is it's probably going to warm up. So come the Razorback game, if you're going to be sitting in the stands, dress warm. Get one of those little fans that squirt water, squirt water all over your face. Dress in mesh. Don't wear mesh pants. Be prepared for it to be a little warm. Although the game starts at 6, so it's not, and it's starting to get dark earlier, around 7:30ish, maybe. So in the middle of that game, you're not going to be dealing with the sun hitting you. Of course, it's going in the west. So if you're on the west, in the west bleachers, is that what they're called? The west stands. You're probably going to have a little more relief. If you're on the east stands, you might want to wear some sunblock there for a second. This is going to dark. It'll probably be nice weather there for the end of the game, which I'm hoping will win. Sorry, folks, at I believe it's Missouri State. What does this have to do with the weather present? I don't know. There's not always going to be much to talk about, and that's the thing about weather. But at least you don't need an umbrella. Look at that sky. What a beautiful sky out there. Let me see if I can pull up another camera of a sky. A camera of the sky. Boom. Now this is not, when I hit over here, look, that thing's going to be something. I'm going to turn that off. Okay, there's the weather of the sky. Looking from one of my ring cams, you got some wispy clouds up there, and I can make a conjecture. Now this isn't Fayetteville. I'm sorry, folks in Rogers, but I'm assuming it's pretty similar up there. This is there's not a lot of wind out there too. You don't see those trees moving as much, and I know it's pixelated and it's small, and we're just getting started here. There's a chance of those wispy clouds, and see, if you watched the experts, they know the name of those. I don't know the name of those clouds. I could look it up and I could try, but I'm just going to admit I don't know. That's not this is the scuttlebutt, the hubbub, the weather talk. Maybe they'll block a little bit. Maybe it won't get as warm as 85 degrees. Maybe that'll keep it a little bit cooler. I think yesterday it didn't get as warm as had been predicted by the National Weather Service. And that happens sometimes, and it happens often, and that's okay. That's okay. It's forecasting. It's not meant to be dead on. In the future here, say a storm comes through or something like that, that's when we're able to pull up something like this and say, hey, let me go back to this one. Hey, here in Bentonville, there's rain coming in. Watch out. It's coming. If you live on Southeast 8th Street or you live on Southeast 14th Street, you might want to get out your umbrella. And that's the purpose of Weather Present, because we're going to give you the weather in the present, also via live streaming, hopefully mostly uninterrupted live streaming. I could put in a plug for Diet Coke or something like that if I wanted to, I guess. YouTube itself may interject ads. But unlike broadcasting, this we can go live anytime we want. I can at the time, and we can do it with one person's. So it's Pearson, and I'm doing it for free. So then you don't have to have a budget or anything like that, or wait for anything like that. So there are some advantages, and since I like talking about this stuff, especially when there's a storm, because it is wrought with danger. I was a storm chaser in the past. I was in broadcast journalism in the past. Just a full disclosure, I am a National Press Photographers Association certified photojournalist, or was. I don't know when that expires. I would assume it's been a while. It's been a while. I'm only 28, but it's been a while. So in the future, when we have something like that come to, we can come in and sit here and do it without going to commercial breaks. And the professionals will too. They will go without commercial breaks. But we can come in and do it and talk about it and show you what's happening in real time. We can pull up those cameras courtesy of RDOT or whatever other technology and cameras we have access to show you what's going on. Do you need the umbrella? Do you need to close the windows? Do you need to tune into the experts to make sure that you have good information for your safety? But more importantly, we're focused on Fayetteville or Rogers and Bentonville, and I'm lumping you in, but I'm only one guy. So I hope you like this. Subscribe to it. That's the way you're going to know if something's happening, because if you subscribe with an alert and we go live, that's how you know you're getting the most up-to-date information, especially if there is some sort of actual weather, if there is rain or if there's something like that, snow or severe weather. That way you can see exactly what's going on, because sometimes you'll get a tornado warning, but that tornado, that possible tornado will be far south of you or far north of you, and you will be in no danger whatsoever. Not telling you what to do with that information, but just saying, look, this, we can go street by street. You may think there's snow and not know the conditions, and we can sit there and show you all the cameras and stuff like that live and figure it out for you. So I do have a little experience in getting information out there and finding information when I need it. And that's something in the future we want to do for you, but you will need to like and subscribe and get the alerts in order to take advantage of that all in one place. And as we grow, then maybe there will be other people who will participate with me. Right now, this is all beta testing, and we've never done it before. So I'm going to end it right there. I'm going to sit here. I'll just put it back on the